ladies and gentlemen, Konami have done it. They have finally won back our trust, as they so eloquently said they wanted to. They wanted to regain our trust. They wanted to get us back on their side, and they have made the first steps to it. And do you know how they've done it? Metal Gear Solid Survive. What the fuck is up with Konami? Are they fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you saying to me the first thing they decided to do after saying they want to win back our trust is make... I'm not sure... See, I probably should have looked this up more, but I have no idea of what it is. But I'm not sure it's a game, is it an add-on, or whatever it is. But basically, a mother base and a bunch of its remaining soldiers who didn't get killed, spoiler alert, in the siege section in the Metal Gear 5, have been stuck through a wormhole into this alternate reality that they fight these zombies, pretty much zombies. Or they said crystallized zombies or some bullshit. And basically, I think it's some form of survival where they have... There's parts of Mother Base that went through the wormhole along with the men, and now they have to survive in this certain area. At least that's the impression I got from it. And I'm not sure if it's going to be a story mode to this or whatever, or is it a full game or whatever it is. But either way, it sounds stupid. It sounds idiotic. It's like, that is not what Metal Gear Solid is. It does not need zombies. We have so much zombie stuff now. Do we really need to add it to fucking Metal Gear Solid? No, we don't. Honestly, Konami, I want to think that you're going to do better again, but what the fuck are you doing with Metal Gear Solid 5? You have had people bashing you consistently now for a year or maybe more, but recently for Metal Gear Solid 3 pachinko machines, showing that they have this in-game footage that looks great of a possible Metal Gear Solid 3 remake of what it could look like. And instead of working on that, and I know you might work on that or something like that, you decide to work on this generic survival co-op survival mode in Metal Gear Solid 5 with zombies. You're right. No one wants a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. No one wants maybe chapter fucking 3 of the game. Nah. Instead, we're going to make Metal Gear Solid 5. That's what the people want. They want zombies. They want co-op. Konami, what the fuck is wrong with you? Now I know, it's stupid of me to talk into a screen saying Konami, what's wrong with you? Like, you're going to see this video. Or like I am talking to you directly. But I need to say something. I feel like it needs to be addressed, and I'm sure other YouTubers are, but this is just my 2 cents. And honestly, I want to believe that you can make Metal Gear Solid 6, that you can regain, that you can keep Metal Gear Solid a decent game or franchise. It's one of the best video game franchises of all time. But the first thing you do is bring Metal Gear Solid 5, actually say you want to win back the fans' trust? No. What the fuck? No, maybe you're working on this all the time, and you said since it was near complete, you just release it. And if you release it for free and all that, then that's okay, I suppose. But seriously, Konami, you gotta be very fucking careful now. Because here's the thing. People are going to be watching you, especially when you said you want to win back our trust. You're trying to, and the person who did it said we have a few surprises or all that. Maybe. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna... you have a long way to go if you want to get the fans back on your side. Like, you would literally have to, maybe bring back Silent Hill. It might be as good now because Hideo Kojima's not going to be working on it and all that. But maybe you can maybe hire some good people, maybe some members of... I don't know, find someone to make a Silent Hill game. Make Metal Gear Solid 6 a proper, full... Metal Gear Solid, maybe bring back some more cutscenes, make it feel like the originals. Granted, it'll be a tough chance for Hideo Kojima and his team, but you could manage it. Maybe make a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, or maybe the remake of the very first Metal Gear Solid, or hell, maybe bring back an old school Castlevania game. Like the old school one that's coming out next year. And is there anything else we could add on? Maybe a new Contra. I mean, indie games are doing very well. Side scrollers are doing very well. Why don't you just make a Contra game? Hell, Soul Vendors 3. What a concept. Maybe make another game to an old series. Maybe make it an original again. Maybe it's a new. bring back a game from a series that has been seen since the fucking PS2. But no, they're just going to keep making bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. I'm having way too much fun with this video, but honestly, Konami are people who deserve who we bashed on. Not everyone. I'm sure there's people in Konami who are great people, but they're the people in power, people in charge making these idiotic, stupid decisions. They need to be bashed on. And I know people are just people that make mistakes, but for the love of all that is good, step back, sit back. Look at what's going wrong with your company and try to fix it. You're not the only company going through this shit, but for fuck's sake, ye hold some of the biggest game franchises in history. Games that have built up the gaming culture in general. The Castlevania series, the Metal Gear Solid series, Contra. Soul of Enders is a lesser known, but still a great title. And I'm sure there's other games I'm missing, but ye own so many great games. And yeah, Pro Evo is great, but you can't survive on Pro Evo alone. You're not FIFA. EA could survive on FIFA because it's a big thing. So is PES, but not on FIFA's level, sadly. PES does have better gameplay than FIFA, so why can't you incorporate this into other games? Metal Gear Solid 5, for example. Gameplay, amazing. Spectacular, near perfect gameplay. Now, if you just made the environments, add a bit more variety in the environments, maybe make it seem less empty, you know, maybe fill up the terrain from base to base and all that. And maybe just add a bit more story. Like, I love the story personally, but maybe add a bit more cutscenes, save things up. It would have been great. If it was a complete game, everything was flowing smoothly. Metal Gear Solid 5 was an amazing game. I will not doubt. It was a great game. I love it. But it could have been the definitive, yeah, that's an overused word, but the definitive Metal Gear Solid game. The gameplay was there. You had so many choices. Everything was there. Gameplay was there. The setting was there. There were so many interesting characters. You had Big Boss, Venom Snake, Ocelot, Kaz Miller. You had Quiet, Eli, who's Young Liquid, and you had so much more that you could have done. The villain was very interesting. But you could have fleshed them out even more. And then, oh, okay, I'm not going to stop because Metal Gear Solid 5 is the thing you can go on forever. Basically, Konami, the figure is, just cop onto yourself, please. Like, you have a lot of loyal fans. Granted, a lot are pissed at you right now, but you have the potential to bring them back. You have so many loyal fans who want to play those old games. Just start making some new games and make them good. Make sure they're quality. Don't see this thing of just releasing games for much effort can only work for so long. It's worked for a while, granted, but we're going to hit a point where people are just going to say, fuck it. And it's gradually happening. We're seeing that. So please, for fuck's sake, Konami, cop the fuck on. I'm not one of those people who says hashtag fuck Konami, but for fuck's sake, it's not surprising that there is so many people who do see it that way, because you do not make the best choices. But I'm willing. I want to see what you do from this point on. Because granted, Metal Gear Solid 5 is something you worked on maybe for a while and you just released it anyway. So it's still a bit early to see where you can go. And I'm interested to see where you take it next. So Konami, the ball is in your court. Your move. Impress me. Impress all your fans. Thank you. If you liked the video, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Do you think Konami can be redeemed? Can they not? And as always, I'll see you next time.